G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pauly and today we're going to be doing an in the bag special. We're going to be talking about what putters, mid-ranges, fairway drivers and distance drivers I'm going to be throwing for the 2025 tour. Now, to start off, we're going to be looking at our putters. Now, quick definition of putters. A putter disc in disc golf is designed for short range shots and putting into the basket. Characterized by their slower flight, deep rim and rounded profile, they allow for greater accuracy and control compared to our other discs. Let's jump right in. Hey, let's see what putting discs I have got today. I have three different types. We're going to be talking about is the zone. Now this is mostly an approach disc, very overstable. The flight numbers on the zone are 4 for its speed, 3 glide, 0 turn, and 3 on its fade, meaning it is very beefy. It's going to come back quite heavy. Also very good as a driving disc as well. So let's check that one out. Now the next disc I'm going to be talking about is my AVR3. Now this is considered a stable disc. I carry 2 of them. Now off the drive, this disc goes straight. It will hold whatever line you put it on. Anhyzer, flat, hyzer release, this thing is going to hold. And the final putter I've got in my bag is the Star Mirage. Now this disc is super understable. The flight numbers on this disc are 3 for its speed, 4 for its glide, -3 on its turn, big turn, and 0 on its fade. Let's check this one out off the drive. Now the first mid-range that we're going to be talking about is the 4th Circle Dingo. This Dingo is amazing. It's an overstable disc. The numbers on this one are 5 speed, 4 on the glide, 0 turn, and 3 fade. So you can tell this one's overstable. It's gonna come back to the left even in the strongest amount of wind. Let's check that out. Now the next mid-range that I'm going to be talking about is a new disc in my bag. This is the Wonder Loop. Brand new, manufactured in Australia. I'm giving it a go this year. Has pushed its glide up to a 6. Now this thing is straight. This thing just glides. You need to check this one out. Now the final mid-range that I have in my bag is the Innova Rolo. This disc is incredible. Check out the flight numbers on this. We have 5 for its speed, 6 on its glide, -4 on its turn, which is unbelievable, and 1 on its fade. Now this guy is incredible. Put this on a hyzer when you're trying to flip it up into flat and it will still turn over. Check this one out. The first fairway driver that I'm going to be showing you is the T-Bird. Now I carry 2 of these. The first one is in the Star Plastic. Flight numbers on this are 7 for its speed, 5 on its glide, 0 turn, and 2 on its fade. Now let's check out what this looks like off the drive. The other T-Bird that I have is my Sonic T-Bird. Now this one is a lot more overstable and I primarily use it for forehand drives or forehand approaches. Let's see what the drive looks like with that. A new fairway driver that I've been trying in my bag is the Showstopper. Now this one very similar to the T-Bird, however it's a little bit less stable. So the numbers on the showstopper are 7 for its speed, 6 on its glide, 0 turn, 1 fade. So you're getting a very straight flight out of this. Let's see that. And the final fairway driver that we've got, we have got 2 of the T-Bird 3s, both from Innova discs. Now the T-Bird 3 is very similar to the T-Bird, it's just 1 speed faster. So the flight numbers on the T-Bird are 8 for its speed, 4 for its glide, 0 turn, and 2 on its fade. So it will go really, really straight and then still come back with that nice faded finish. Let's see that one. The first distance driver I'll be talking about today is the Firebird. Have a look at that stamp, isn't that beautiful? Now I've got 2 of these Firebirds, very overstable. I'm primarily using these for forehands, just get a nice little snap onto them. Off the drive they are very overstable. Let's have a look at what they look like. The next Speed 9 I want to talk about is the Thunderbird. Now look at the stamp on this. This is from the Queensland Open 2023. It looks awesome. It's in the Halo plastic, maximum weight. Now the flight numbers on this guy are 9502. So very similar to the Firebird, however not as much fade at the end of the flight. Great disc. Moving into more of the understable Speed 9s now. The next disc we have is the Valkyrie. Now this disc is my big bomb disc. This is a Speed 9. It's got 4 on its glide, -2 on its turn, and 2 on its fade. I have really been throwing this just consistent, big turn. Whenever I throw it, people go, "What's that disc? Oh, that's awesome." Let's see how this one flies. The next disc I want to show you is the Westside Disc Hatchet. Now this is another 9 speed, 6 on its glide, -2 on its turn, and only 1 on its fade. So you can imagine getting it out into flat, it will turn, 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 with a very gentle fade finish at the end. Let's see how that one turns out. And the final Speed 9 disc that I've got in my bag is the Roadrunner. This is the Greg Barsby special. Now this one is the most understable 9-speed disc I've got in the bag. Flight numbers on this guy are 9 speed, 5 on its glide, -4 on its turn, so you're getting a lot of right hand turn from the backhand, and 1 on its fade, so it's got that gentle fade to finish off at the end. Now this guy's called the Roadrunner because it's so understable that when you smack it out, it can actually continue turning and land on the rim and run down the road. This guy is a big roller disc. However, you can use it in a tailwind for those big turnover carry gliding shots. Let's check one of those out. And now we're on to the final 6 discs of the bag. All of these discs are Speed 10 and above, so I don't use them very often. Very fast, very uncontrollable, but let's go through them anyway. First off, we've got the Gorgon. Now this disc is Speed 10, 6 on its glide, -2 on its turn, and 1 on its fade. Now this guy, understable, but if you get this guy in a tailwind, it will flip up and just glide for ages. Let's check that guy out. The other Speed 10 that I've got in the bag is a Star Orc. Now this disc is a 10 speed, 4 on the glide, -1 on its turn, and 3 on its fade. Okay, this guy is overstable. I'm probably only going to use it for forehands, and if then, and maybe not even then, I'll probably still go back to my Firebirds. A little bit more consistent. This Orc, very overstable. Let's check that guy out. Next, we're going to be talking about my 11-speed discs. Now, I have the Wraith. I have 2 of them. I've got them in the Star plastic, and I've also got the Wraith in the Blizzard plastic as well. These feel very gummy, very nice to throw. I've been using the Wraith primarily as a forehand disc. I can get it out flat, it glides, and then it fades back at the end. Very good for my left to right pushing forehand shots. Now this guy is a little bit more stable than my Blizzard. So when I'm using my Star Wraith, usually I'm putting them out on a hyzer and getting it to fade back without any turn. Let's see that. And I also have the Blizzard Wraith. Now this guy is 20 grams lighter than my Star Wraith that I showed you before. That gives me a little bit more snap out of the hands, and it actually holds that line a little bit longer before it fades towards the end. Let's check that out. The second last disc I want to show you today is my Innova Destroyer. Now this was a Halloween stamp, and I've had it for ages, so it looks like the stamp's about to rub away. This disc, the flight numbers on this are 12 speed, 5 glide, -1 on its turn, 3 on its fade. So you can expect some overstability with this disc. Let's see what it looks like as a forehand. Now this is my distance driver record disc. I managed to push this one out to 126 meters one time, all in the air. It's also my record roller disc as well. I pushed that one to 136 meters. Unbelievable, it just kept going. I don't pull out the Hades very often. A little bit hard to control, a lot of turn in the air. If I release it too low, it usually burns out into the ground and gets me about 40 meters. Terrible. In a tournament, I want to rely more so on my 9-speed disc. This 12 is probably a little bit too fast, but it does have my distance record with it. So I like to keep it in the bag as a little bit of good luck. So that's everything in the bag. This is what I'm carrying around every tournament, every round for this 2025 season. Subscribe.